Welcome back to the Fantasy Nook podcast. I'm Ari,
I'm Chelsea.
and we love talking about books. And we got some exciting stuff today.
Woo!
Um,
Bow, 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 bow.
um, Before we start, we are gonna kick it off with what we're currently reading. Chelsea, do you want to start?
Cool. I am reading The Rage of Dragons.
Ooh,
It's very good so far. Almost
wait,
finished it.
I've not heard of it before. What is it
It's a
about?
popular fantasy book, actually. But the narrator, oh my gosh, the accents are not accents I'm used to, so it took me a second to figure out what they're saying.
Is it
But it's really cool.
okay? And then are there like voice actors, like multiple voice actors, or it's
Now
just
there's only one.
okay?
At least I think there's only one.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. What
Yeah.
is it about?
Um, it's about so basically there's a caste system, there's a war,
Mhm.
and in the caste system there are the nobles and then the people that are commoners called lessers. And then there's also a caste called gifted that only women can be in. Yeah, I know. So
Okay.
the gifted people can go into a demon world and summon demons to fight. And
What?
I know. And then the nobles are just strong because breeding better bred sort of situation. And
Right.
so they're stronger. And then there's the commoners, obviously, that's just common.
Right.
But
Right.
there's this common kid. Basically, he's going into his test to see if he's gonna become part of the warrior people. His dad dies, and he kind of goes on a sort of revenge arc while trying to navigate like people
Okay. Yeah.
and the war and
Right.
training. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Like really fun then. Okay. That's a lot. Is there any romance in it?
um kind of, very
Kind of.
little. It's a subplot for sure.
Okay. Fine. That's fine. Okay. No, it does sound really good. Honestly, it does sound good. Wow.
It is good. Yeah, 4 hours left. Ooh,
4 hours. How long is it like the whole
the
thing?
whole thing's 15 hours.
Holy crap. When did you start?
I've been skipping, honestly. I haven't been I haven't been on top of it because I've had a hyperfixation with this video game called Elden Ring.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really good video game, so I've been watching somebody play it, and it's one of those video games where it's massive open world.
Whoa.
So it's they give you a piece of the map and they don't really tell you what to do. You kind of just go out and explore, and you just keep getting pieces of the map, but it takes hours. So there's this girl that I'm watching that it did the playthrough.
Yeah.
She did 3 4 hour episodes, and I think it's 26 episodes total. Yeah, that's how big it is. That's how big
I
the world is. It takes forever, and she's cutting it, so it took a lot longer. So, and then there's a new one, but I don't understand if it's an update. I haven't
Right.
gotten to it yet, but there's 9 episodes of that after. So I'm on the 22nd thing. So I've been skipping my books for a little bit.
Okay. That's
But
fair.
uh they're going to expire. So I need to start reading. That's why I've been
Mhm.
reading the dragon one today.
Okay.
I started it a week ago, and I've been reading the rest of it today.
Okay.
I'll probably finish it today, but I'm not sure.
That's actually pretty reasonable, I'd say.
Yeah. But I had to return another one because it was too late, and I have two others that are
Mhm.
gonna expire too, and I have to get to those.
Right. Sometimes I'll just place a hold on Libby just because it's available, but then I
Mm. And then once it comes out, it's oh, I don't have enough time for this.
I know. And then you started at the end and you're like, dang it, why didn't I start it sooner?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reading.
So I was I started a book and I wasn't feeling it. And so I returned it.
Mhm.
And then Heartless Hunter was available, so I was just like, oh,
That.
I'll
That's
just
on
listen.
that's on our list.
That's on the romantasy
Yeah,
list.
that's on the BookCon list.
I was wondering because I'm like, I don't remember placing a hold. Is this?
Yeah, oh, because I told you to place a hold for it. That's
That's what it is.
I
I'm
told you like which ones were on Libya and place a
yes.
hold for them.
Okay. This is where it came from. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, so it's just like I didn't read the premise. I don't remember what it was. I'm
Uh-huh.
only 12 minutes in, but I like it so far. I
Yeah.
think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
If
know
you
what?
guys don't know, it's Heartless Hunter by Kristen. Oh no, I'm gonna say her
I know, I don't know how to say it.
Cicciarelli? Cicerelli?
I hope that's how
Something.
you say it. Also, it's called it for some reason there are two names. There's Heartless Hunter and the Crimson Moth, and for some reason in Europe, I think it's called the Crimson Moth, and here
Really?
it's called Heartless Hunter. I don't know why. But when you look at the special editions, you get
Yeah.
the Crimson Moth and then Heartless Hunter. So, unless I'm wrong,
You're probably right.
it was weird.
I believe it. That's interesting. Okay. Wait, and you read it already or
Yeah, I
no?
read it already.
Oh,
Yeah,
and you
I
liked
marked it on our list.
it? I have not looked at that list in such a long time.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
talk
get it.
about Romanticon eventually, but
Yes.
basically, there's a
Just
Romanticon coming in Los Angeles in February. I made a list.
mhm.
Ari doesn't look at the list, but I've gotten like I think I'm close to halfway through it at least, and it's not even all of them. So
Halfway through the list,
yeah,
y'all, it's me. I am the problem, and I know I am. Okay. But we at least have Chelsea who is reading through Boom, Bing, Bang, Boom. Bing, Bang, Boom.
big
Okay. So,
bang, boom.
yeah. So we also perform on the weekends. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we're currently reading. And we are now gonna hop into book boxes, or book subscriptions, which Chelsea has a lot to say about. So,
Ari,
tell me.
Ari, I have a bone to pick.
Pick it, girl. Pick that mom.
Tell me why. I got May and I got June, and then I got May.
Wait, what? Okay, May and June.
May and June and
May. May and June, I'm guessing, are one subscription type, and then the May is
so yeah,
also another
this
subscription.
is so I have two book box subscriptions that are active, right?
Okay.
I have Moonlight book box. These were my first two Moonlight boxes.
Okay.
And they are the monthly subscription, not the extra ones, because I haven't even got those yet because I ordered some extra ones because they're on the list. So I was like, oh, I can get them signed and they're pretty. And then
Okay.
I have the Salima Crate one that I've had since last year when I started applying for all the book boxes. I got this one last year, and this is only the second book I've gotten off the subscription. I've been skipping since I got the first one.
Okay, so you can skip.
Yeah, you can skip. So every single one's different. This
Okay.
one, you can skip. I think it's somewhere between 8 to 10, and then it's up to their discretion if they kick you off or not.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I got this one to begin with.
Okay.
Because out of all the books this year, this was the only one that piqued my interest.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that sad? So like this is
Wait,
why I have a bone to pick because it's like I thought when
stop.
I first started reading when you first got me to start reading books, I thought this one and Fairy Boot were the biggest ones, and they are, right? So those
Right.
were the first ones I submitted for the waitlist, and I waited months until I heard back from this one. I also applied for waitlist for other ones, but we're gonna talk about this one first.
Okay.
So this one, I've been very disappointed. But
Oh,
I actually haven't opened this, so we can unbox it together.
oh,
Where's my scissors? Oh, there
oh
they
my
are.
gosh. Okay. Question. When do you get a description of what the book is, or is it just like who really knows?
So here's what they do. They like to like make it a surprise for a little bit.
Hmm.
There's this amazing girl on Instagram. The Instagram's called Autumn Book Reads.
Okay.
Uh, She, I wish I had the money to pay her, but these are too expensive. You can tip her if you want to, if anybody has her on
Oh my God.
Instagram. Because she spends a lot of the day looking through all the book boxes. There's a lot of them, and then posting like and guessing from their hints what book it's gonna be.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? She's so
Wait,
awesome. Like
that's so
the
sweet. And
fact,
she posts about it.
yeah, and she has like a like really good guess rate.
Really?
Yeah, she's really good at guessing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Autumn Book Reads on Instagram. Go follow her. She'll post about all the book boxes and she does like little summaries. Oh, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. So when I saw the um guests for this month,
Hmm.
the May box, I was like, oh, this is interesting. It looked like it was based on mythology. I thought it was Egyptian mythology, but it's not. It's Hindu mythology.
Okay.
So it's called Goddess of the River. This is the front of it. We're gonna open it.
Okay. Okay.
The
Yeah.
edges are so pretty. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. So you knew it was gonna be this one, or you didn't know it was gonna
I
be this
knew it was gonna be this, and that's why I picked this one because I was coming up on that like 8 or 10 skips.
one? Oh
I
shoot.
was like, I
Okay.
have to pick one in order
Mm.
to keep it. So I picked this. So
Did you okay. Did you get to see what the books were after the fact? Oh,
isn't that pretty? They're like lotus
that
flowers.
is really pretty. The colors are super pretty.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I love
Okay.
that. The
That's
back. It's the same one.
beautiful.
Yeah. Let me see if the naked. So it's not a reversible dust jacket. The naked's just this trailing, the mandala. Beautiful.
That is so pretty.
So pretty.
That's really pretty.
I'm going to keep this one
Yeah.
because it's so pretty. And
That's a
it's
really pretty one.
but
Really pretty.
you know,
Okay. So you did you get to see like what the previous books were if you skipped them?
yes.
Okay. Did you regret any
Mm.
skips?
Like I
Period.
said, Illumicrate has been disappointing.
Okay.
Very, very disappointing.
Mm.
So there are other book boxes. Um, the one that I thought I wanted was Fairy Loot, but honestly, Fairy Loot this year has been disappointing as well.
Oh
And
no.
Fairy Loot actually also came up with a Romantasy subscription. Yeah, so it's just Romantasy outright, but the first book didn't give me a whole lot of hope.
Oh.
So, and it's also like every other month. So the second one is just about to come out, and I think it's The Wren in the Holly Library, which is new, and I don't think it's out yet.
Okay.
The book in general, I mean.
Right. Okay.
Um, and then the third book's actually a book I read, so I was like, oh, maybe I should did this. I did apply for the wait list, and I did come off the wait list actually 2 weeks ago, and I
Mhm.
was like, maybe I should get this because of this book,
Mhm.
but that means I still have to get the first one.
Wait. Wait, the first book?
Yeah, so not the first book, but the Wren in the Holly Library or something like that.
Right.
I would have
Okay.
had to have gotten that and the book that I wanted, which is the next book.
I see.
I was
Okay.
like, I don't know if I trust this enough to get this subscription. And
Mhm.
also, I already had ordered that book from another book box. So I don't need multiple copies of it.
Wow. Okay.
So I decided to skip that wait list. But I'm still on the wait list since way last year when I subscribed to this when I put on the wait list for this one was when I put on the wait list for Fairy Loot, and I'm still waiting for that one.
Wha-
Waiting for just their regular subscription wait list.
Wait, I am so this is a whole separate waitlist. Or sorry, a whole separate subscription that you're on.
Yeah.
There's like a regular subscription.
So for like they're all different. Illumicrate has two subscriptions.
Okay.
Trying to remember. The no, three. The regular one,
Okay.
Afterlight, which is more contemporary,
Okay.
and then Evernight, which I forget what that one's about, but I don't have
But
either of those.
okay.
Just have the regular Illumicrate subscription, right?
Right. Okay.
All right, so cut to this year. I'm looking at more book boxes. I noticed that Moonlight has been putting out some books that one are on our Romantasy BookCon list, and two are very pretty. And so I applied for the wait list and I got off of it in May. This is the May box. This is the June box. Hold on.
The box is even pretty.
Even the box is pretty, yeah. So you could see like which ones are putting out the effort.
Right. Right.
So hold on, let me figure out which one's which.
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna unbox the June Moonlight box right now.
This is so fun.
And you're gonna be able to see one packaging difference. That other one only had these things in it.
Mm.
Is my book a little damaged? Yeah, a little. Just a little dent, but nothing that I would contact them about, right?
Okay.
This one, look at that.
She's packaged.
This is like my book is not getting damaged.
Right.
So this is on our list. It's a vampire book called The Blood That Binds Us.
That is pretty.
And there's no dust jacket, but it's very pretty.
Dagger. Ooh.
Where's the cutter?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, pretty. And okay, The Blood That Binds Us, you said is what it's called? Okay.
The Blood That Binds Us by Erin Maynard.
Okay. It's not that big also.
No, well, I realized that when they do special editions, that they change the size of the books.
Oh, really?
Me staring at your cat.
Huey's cleaning himself.
Right. So, actually, hot take, I
Yeah.
like it without the dust jacket.
Like without?
Yeah, I think I like it
Yeah.
better without. Okay, let's see the end papers. You ready for this?
Ooh, I'm ready. Oh,
Oh my God. How beautiful is that?
wow. Oh
And
my
the quote
God.
on the back is, I am a blood wish, no, a blood queen, and a queen bows for no one. Ooh, look at the back, what's different. Wow, so
Wait, that looks cool.
pretty. Let me see if it's signed. Let me make sure. Oh, it is signed. So I don't
It's
actually have to get it
signed.
signed. This one's not even digitally signed. Hell yeah.
That is so cool. Yay.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Oh my God.
big score with the Moonlight box. And I'm surprised that people they still like they're not really they don't have the biggest wait list, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay. You just put like if you sign up for these, you're put on a wait list usually.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay, so it's basically if people cancel their subscription and then
Mhm.
you're
And then you
okay.
get an email, and then they're like, sign up with this code within this many days, and you get it.
Wow.
But yeah, so here's the thing about book subscriptions though. Here's part of my bone to pick. The variation. So when I pay for a special edition,
Mhm.
I expect a few things.
Tell me. What do
I
you
expect
Yeah.
I expect sprayed edges. And when I say sprayed edges, I don't mean this.
Mm.
This is not enough.
Like, we need like designs
Yeah.
sprayed edges.
Here's the
Okay.
thing. You can give me a nice dust jacket
Hmm.
without well, this one's reversible, without a reversible one.
Okay.
And I would be fine as long as, oh no, as long as the papers are nice.
Pretty. Okay.
But when you duplicate them, that's a little boring. So
Okay.
when I get a subscription, I expect two different end papers. Honestly, the end papers are the best part about these, besides these really nice sprayed edges. So
Yeah.
I could care less about the dust jacket. Like you saw that the blood that binds us, it was
That was
really nice
cool.
without the dust jacket. I could
Yeah.
care less about a dust jacket. I could care less that a dust jacket's reversible. What I care about is the edges and the end paper. Yeah, this one, sure, it has the same end paper on both one, but look at this art. This is
Beautiful.
beautiful. You
Beautiful.
know,
Hmm.
so that was part of my bone to pick. Also, didn't like
Balance.
this book that much.
You didn't like it that much?
No, it's The Fall of Wrath and Rumit by JLA.
Oh,
A lot of
okay.
people like it though. You might like it.
I think I read From Blood and Ash. I think that's the same author, right?
Yeah, same author.
And I liked it going into the series, and then it just got weird for me, and then I just didn't finish it.
Yeah.
So maybe I would, but I don't know. Maybe.
I also wanted to show you one more book I got that I haven't showed you since I got it. I
Okay, that's
also haven't told you about this. So, on our list
hmm.
was a book, and you've mentioned it to me before, actually. And I've been avoiding these types of books, right?
Is it contemporary?
No. I've been avoiding books that revolve around the sea and pirates because for some
Okay.
reason my brain thinks of them as cheesy, right?
Right.
So this isn't the book that I'm. Hold on, let me just say the book.
Yeah.
So the book on our list is The Ever King and the Ever Queen, right?
Right.
This is not that book,
Okay.
but this is just an example. So I was in like a book hangover and I was like, I need to give a standalone a chance, right? And I'd heard a lot about a standalone. And this is the don't judge a book by its cover, because this is what I did. So I don't, the art that they have on the paperback really bugs my trypophobia. So I've been putting it off. But
Mm.
so many people are like, oh my God, this book's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And also another thing going for it, Pirates and the Sea.
Okay.
And then I read this book. And bro, it is one of my favorite reads this year. So I was like, is there any special edition? I found a special edition. I convinced someone on Mercari to go for half the price that people were
Oh,
selling it for. And and it's so beautiful. You ready for this?
ready.
This book is The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi. Have you
That
heard of
is pretty. No.
it? So this, oh my God, this book was
Write it down.
so good. The adventure, incredible. And there's gonna be more books.
There are, so it's not a standalone.
Not a standalone. I thought it was a standalone, but it's not.
Okay.
But she said she wrote them as if they could stand alone, as like separate adventures. So this is a
Oh,
fairy loot book.
so this is the original cover.
Yeah, so that was what was tripping out my trypophobia.
I understand that. I
And
don't.
also the audiobook was so cool. It was like, so it's kind of written by like somebody close to her, I guess. Or I guess it switched. It switched back and forth, and the narrators, they would be like bickering with each other because there's two, and they would be like bickering with each other, and that you would hear like, okay, they're in front of the microphone, right? And I'm talking normally, and then she'd be like,
Right.
"You stupid shit! What are you doing? Let me just speak." It'd be like that. It would be so funny.
That's funny. I've never heard of like narrators doing that before.
Oh, I loved it. Oh my God, it was so fun. And look at
Okay.
it in paper. This is the end paper map.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wait,
No.
that's cool.
How pretty. So this is Amina.
That's so cool. Hey, Amina. Oh my God. Oh, and the sun is shining too.
Yeah, the
That's
sun is
amazing.
all golden foil, but yeah, it's very pretty. This is the foil.
Oh, I
Very,
love
very
that.
pretty.
I love that.
Oh, I didn't show you the edges. So the back end paper is the same map.
Okay.
Edges are just the boat.
That is so cool. Wait,
Right? Yeah.
that's
So
really pretty.
I highly, highly recommend this.
Okay, I just
And
added it to my Libby, so.
yeah, and this is what got me to read The Ever King right after. And then I was in another book hangover. Because I didn't buy The Ever Queen like immediately because I bought it on Audible because they're not on Libby, I think.
Oh, they're not. Okay.
For The Ever King and Ever Queen.
Okay.
But The Adventures of Mina Sarafi, amazing. But yeah, so now there are so many other book boxes that I am on the wait list for. There are
Really?
a few that I skipped and I shouldn't have. So remember how I got the Bonds That Tie special editions?
Yes.
And I showed you two different versions.
Yeah, of like the
So,
different books.
yes.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
remember the ones that had like no, never mind. They both had that. So remember the greener ones?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, basically, the company that makes those is the Bookish Box, right?
Ooh, okay.
And I got off their wait list and I was stupid and didn't subscribe. Here's the thing though, they have very little amount of skips. So if they put out a book that I didn't want,
Right.
then I would be stuck, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a little annoying,
Yeah.
but I do
Fine.
love the Bookish Box. So I'm on the wait list again and I'm waiting to come off.
Yes. Okay.
So we're gonna see where that lands. But yeah, so a few others that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the Broken Binding. I want that one so bad.
Broken Binding. Okay, so that is a subscription box.
That is my top subscription that I have been waiting for because they have not only a fantasy subscription, but a sci-fi subscription. And there's like end papers and just all around art and the quality is so good. It's like, oh, like, whoa. And it's from the UK, so the shipping's a little bit more, but honestly, I'm willing to pay for it.
I
I'm
mean,
willing to pay for it.
if you're paying for special edition, it makes sense.
Hmm.
You really like it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
asked them how, like, what number I am on the wait list, and I'm number 1,000 for the fantasy one, and I'm number 6,000 for the sci-fi one. It's okay. 1,000 is only like 2 months, right? Maybe,
Right.
maybe four.
Right. Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
these wait lists are long, but I
Mm.
think those are the two that I really want. Oh, I came off this subscription list for the Butterfly Book Box, which they're doing really great, nice special editions, but the next like three, I don't know the books, so it's like what's
Oh.
the point? You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
but they're doing a really great job. That those
Ooh.
are mentioned. And then I think I'm also waiting for Arcane Society, and I think that's it.
Okay, so you're on how many subscription
I'm on
boxes?
two. I'm waiting for three.
Okay, if you get a third one, are you gonna drop them? The other one? Any of the other ones? Are you gonna
So I'll probably drop Illumicrate,
Mhm.
but I mean, I can skip a lot of it. I'm definitely gonna keep the Moonlight one.
Yeah.
'Cause I've ordered
Yeah.
even the books that they like come out with outside of the subscription have been one, books on our list,
Right.
and two, they've just been good and I've read them. So it's like, oh, I might as well get them if they're gonna be
Right.
free.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we like book boxes. But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you were to get a book box, what Would you do a more fantasy one? Would you do a more romantic one, or would you do a more contemporary one?
That's a good question. I feel like I do more romantasy because I feel like the fantasy aspect, just like in a book, would make it so cool. Like I love the romance, so I need to have some of that. But I
Mhm.
feel like the fantasy aspect would it just like it gives more room to play, I feel like, with the design of the book. And obviously there's like maps that can be made, you know.
Mhm.
Um
I love maps.
maps are fun. Maps are fun. Like you open the book when you first start to read it, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. But then like you have to read it and then you can go back and be like,
And then
oh
you
my,
could go back and be like, oh, that's where that was.
that's where that is. That's where it is. Yeah. So I would say romantasy. What about you? What's your like if you could only choose one?
Probably sci-fi.
Okay.
I feel like I think there's only maybe fantasy. Here's the thing. There's only one sci-fi subscription that I know of
Right.
that does like the special editions like the ones that I showed you. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like yeah,
yeah.
I would want sci-fi if there were more, but I guess just fantasy overall.
Okay.
Sci-fi is included in fantasy overall.
Yeah. I feel like it's included.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
that's like too many to choose from, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
What do you choose?
What
Yeah.
choose?
What do you choose? Thank you for listening to our podcast. If you did, now we're gonna, if you want to support us, I am a musician. I make music. I just said that. And my name is Ariana Miri on all platforms. You can find my music on all platforms and the socials and things. So yeah.
And if you want to find me at All That Chelsea, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok. If you need a travel planner, go to allthatchelseatravels.com.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, so that's it. That's the end of it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I'm hurting underneath the surface. It's getting dark behind the curtains. They tear you down without a reason. To chew you up and spit you out. 'Cause they know that I'm a people pleaser. I know you all know what I'm talking about. I gotta be another me. I don't wanna change it up again. I just wanna feel